The biggest order in your Amazon account could come from a business buyer you're not even actively targeting. Amazon B2B is a sales opportunity that many sellers still overlook, even though business customers can convert better, place larger orders, and produce stronger advertising results. In this video, I'll show you how B2B selling differs from regular consumer sales on Amazon, walk you through the full setup, and explain the main tools and advantages available inside the B2B Central. Most importantly, you'll see why Amazon Business may be worth testing even if your product doesn't look like an obvious fit. Hi, my name is Kleidas, and I'm the founder of AMZ Bees. Over the last 8 years, my team and I have managed hundreds of private label accounts, including brands where B2B sales generated more than 45% of their annual revenue, using the strategies I'll share in this video. Now, before we jump into the deeper details, we need to clarify what Amazon B2B is and what types of businesses are your buyers. In most cases, selling B2B is still sort of selling direct to consumer. You're not selling to Amazon, and you're not selling to some big distributor to resell your items. A genuine reseller almost never buys on Amazon because going direct to the brand off platform gets them far better pricing. So your buyers are often public organizations such as schools and kindergartens, private sector businesses such as mechanics or carpenters, and sometimes people registered as business buyers simply to use the bigger discounts. So to be eligible for Amazon B2B, your brand must be registered in the brand registry. You need to have a professional plan for your Amazon seller account, and even if you think your product is something a business would never touch, business accounts buy across every category, so give your products that option. When you log in to your Seller Central account, you can find all your B2B features by simply typing B2B Central in the search bar. One of the most important settings for your B2B structure is the Business Savings Blue badge. This badge is visible only to business buyers and displays savings messages such as save 5% to help high potential business customers browsing search results see the savings. One of the most important benefits of the Blue badge feature is that it makes your products easier for potential customers to find. And according to Amazon's internal data, B2B buyers are 3 times more likely to buy an item after viewing its product page than normal B2C customers. The Blue badge appears in the search results page, your business homepage, in select featured sections, and on the savings related pages. To receive the Business Savings Blue badge, your product must have at least 4-star rating, and you must offer a single unit business price of at least 5% from your regular price. And that includes Prime exclusive discount prices. So it really has to be a real 5% discount. Now, your next step is to create quantity discounts. You can set these as a percentage or as a fixed price. If you want to be precise, a fixed price is always the safer choice. Only business buyers see these quantity discounts. So you are even more incentivizing them to make larger purchases because they're already more likely to do so. So usually, for a single sale, you might spend 10 to 15% on ads to reach the consumer on average. Since business customers on average buy more units, there's no additional ad cost beyond your normal tacos for those additional units to be sold to the same consumer. So you take part of that tacos you would have spent and split it with the business as a deeper discount to incentivize them to buy more units. They get a better price, and you still keep a healthy margin because you saved everything you would normally spend on ads. When we open B2B Central on one of our managed accounts, we see that business buyers account for about 45% during the school year, and sales then slow down in the off-season as the majority of our B2B audience are school. What's even more important is the average order value for B2B versus non-B2B. Business buyers, on average, purchase 1.8 units, while our regular customers buy 1.1. Normally, you would spend the same amount of money to acquire either buyer through ads or organic, even though B2B buyers in our case spend $100 more on average, which is a significant difference. And here comes the question of how to attract more from those business buyers. Comparing the numbers and benefits of B2B, we can increase our advertising budget if Amazon shows those ads only to B2B sellers. For example, With sponsor brands, we can create campaigns targeting only B2B buyers. We can also use our normal sponsored products campaigns to increase our bids for Amazon business buyers. What we've seen is that business buyers convert a lot better, and it only makes sense to spend more to acquire these types of buyers. Now, once your campaigns have run for a while, you'll want to see how the B2B side is actually performing on its own. Open the chosen campaign in the campaign manager, go to bid adjustments, and select the Amazon business placement tab. In this campaign, the bid adjustment applied is 60%, which means we allow Amazon to raise the bid by up to 60% when the ad is eligible to show to a business account. Our B2B campaign placements have 22,000 impressions, 150 clicks, and 0.66 click-through rate. But CTR on its own isn't the impressive part. What matters is what happened after the click. Those 150 clicks turned into 32 purchases. That means that more than 1 in 5 clicks resulted in a purchase. The campaign spent only $216 and brought back over $9,000 in sales, a ROAS of 42, and an ACOS of only 2.3%. Break that down, and each purchase cost about $6.77 in ad spend, while bringing in roughly $288 in sales. Every single click generated on average more than $61 in sales. That's what tells you the product is a strong fit for business buyers. These customers, they tend to search with a specific need rather than browsing, so they convert better. Compared to the non-business side of the same campaign, the gap is quite clear. Our regular clicks converted at around 2.4%, while business clicks converted at 21%. It's a staggering 9 times difference. The average business order came in at around $280 against $202 on the regular side. Business clicks did cost a little more since we bid up to reach them, but at 9 times the conversion rate and a fraction of the ACOS, that trade pays for itself many times. Now, before we get into how we turn all of this B2B data into a listing copy that pulls these types of businesses onto your page, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want more strategic insights like this. And as a thank you for doing that, here's a picture of a newborn lamb. Now, sometimes a much bigger order comes through. Your buyer wants a large volume, and instead of just buying, they request a quote. This runs through a program called Request a Quote, or RFQ. Amazon lets business customers request a quote on any large order, which it defines as more than 999 units or $10,000. In order to qualify, your account has to be in good standing with Amazon. A high order defect rate or a late shipment rate will disqualify you from the automated B2B quoting. Once you're registered and one of your ASINs get a quote request, it shows up in your Manage Quotes page inside the B2B Central. You pick a quantity you can fulfill, set your price and expiration date and your handling time, then submit the offer. The logic is the same as your quantity discounts. There's no ad cost to win a quote because the buyer came to you. So you can take the 10 or 15% you would normally spend on ads for that specific sale and hand it over as a deeper discount across the whole order. On a few hundred units, that's a real substantial saving for the buyer, and the margin still holds up for you as well. On some of our accounts, even for cheaper products, we've had quote requests for 500 units at a time. And the margin still works on orders at that size, mainly because Amazon also offers bulk fee discounts for the bulk orders. On a single product order over $1,000, Amazon discounts your referral fee on everything above that $1,000. The bigger the order, the lower the rate goes. So on top of the ad cost you're already saving, Amazon's handing back part of the referral fee too. And you can pass some of that to the buyer while still protecting your margin. So in conclusion, watch your Managed Quotes page and read the bulk order fee discount criteria. These are the orders most sellers never even see, and sometimes they can move real volume. Now, let's get back inside the B2B Central. In the B2B Central, you can check your performance based on the customer segment. This part shows you which sector drives the majority of your B2B revenue. In this account, the education industry generated the majority of the revenue with an average order value of $404. So it's clear that this is the sector we want to focus on. So the first thing you can do with that information is to use it in your copy. Your title, your bullets, the A+ content all need to present the product as a great opportunity for, in this case, primary schools and kindergartens or similar organizations. The insight tells you who's buying, and your listing tells them they are in the right place. Alongside the keywords you're using, to find those buyers more easily, organically, and via advertising. Once the tier discounts and the advertising side are handled, there's one more area that's worth setting up, and that is your business profile. Most sellers usually just leave it empty. So filling out yours is an easy way to stand out. You can add a business description, profile logo, a feature image, and your other business details if you choose to disclose them. So then there is a part that carries real weight for certain buyers: your certifications and business identity. You can mark your account as a small business, and if they apply, add credentials like minority-owned, women-owned, or Asian, along with formal certifications, if you obviously have them. A lot of businesses and government buyers have procurement rules that push them toward certified diverse suppliers. And Amazon surfaces your listings more to those buyers when you have the matching credentials. So if your business is owned by one of those groups, filling this in opens up a door that stays shut for businesses that don't apply. Here, you can also add your policies, your privacy policy, and a frequently asked questions section. Most businesses obviously ignore this, so it's an easy way to look more established than the sellers you're up against. Now, most sellers never really utilize the B2B program, and they hand the higher spending, better converting buyers straight to whoever did. If a business could buy your product, and almost any product qualifies, that's revenue walking out the door every month. If you want to know where your account is losing B2B sales, my team at AMZBs offers complimentary account audits. We check your blue badge status, your discount setup, and whether your advertising is even reaching business buyers. The link to save your seat is the first one in the description below. Set your B2B up properly, and you turn one of Amazon's most overlooked buyer segments into a steady part of your revenue.